So, this would have been the video where I talk about Roman Reigns' big heel turn. We were all excited, yeah! Roman Reigns finally crossed the dark side. He was gonna do all this insane stuff. He was gonna be managed by Paul Heyman. They were gonna cut promos, do hell, raise hell as humanly possible. And Brock Lesnar was gone. He was no longer under contract. Which means no Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman gets to do something that's not being Brock Lesnar's advocate. We get to do something different. And I was hyped for SmackDown for once. I was freaking hyped. But then, just right before the show could air, at around 6:30, I was given sent out by one of my buddies, Noah Foster, follow him on Twitter and YouTube, that Vince apparently did something that was a dictatorship and told me to start a conversation. And I was like, wait, what did he do? Because I wasn't on Twitter for about a couple of hours. So, I go on to see what the hell's going on, and I see this big flood of tweets regarding Vince and how he's an asshole, and I was like, okay, that's the usual. Vince is always an asshole. But then, he's topping it. Okay, so yeah, Vince has passed an edict, because, you know, it's the fucking monarchy. So, Okay. Vince has now passed the edict where Wrestling Inc., Fightful, Dave Meltzer have all come out. Tom Colon has also come out with this report. Exclusive by Wrestle Inc. Vince McMahon threatens to punish talent engaging with third parties. So I was like, oh god, what the hell did he do this time? So, here's the thing. Vince McMahon has issued an edict, because it's the fucking monarchy era for him, this past week, it just now broke out, that talent can no longer engage with outside third parties, which would presumably include platforms like Cameo and Twitch. I'm already pissed off because I already had to read this stuff before. WWE held a call last Sunday regarding the reinvention of the product. During the call, it was... Okay, yeah, I'm going to skip that, because if I talk about that, that's going to be saved afterwards. McMahon followed up by sending out a letter on Thursday, writing that it was imperative that they promote and protect the brand in every conceivable way, and that talent had 30 days to stop engaging with third parties. Now, this is what it was written in the memo. Some of you are engaged with outside third parties using your name and likeness in any way that's detrimental to our company. It is imperative that those activities will be terminated within the next 3 days by Friday, October 2nd. Continued violations will result in fines, suspension, or termination at WWE's discretion. Wrote that these actions are necessary as part of WWE's rebuilding process as they enter the next phase of growth for WWE. Okay, if I wasn't upstairs and I wasn't... This one excerpt in this article, this is the part where I want to freaking flip my chair over onto the floor. But sadly, I don't feel like disturbing the neighbors by creating an earthquake the size of Manhattan by causing a ruckus upstairs. So, let's get into this. This excerpt really pissed me off. WWE... During the call said by Vince, it was said that WWE owns the names of the talent. Now you're probably thinking, oh, you mean the character names, the wrestling WWE given names, right? Or any trademark wrestling names they make, like Io Shirai tried to do and failed miserably because Vince is a dumbass. No. He says, I own your real name, I own your likeness. Therefore, I am your master. Be right back. Okay. That's better. What the fuck? Vince, you really pushed it this time with me. Like, okay, the Thunderdome, I was ready to probably start like watching WWE more regularly with the Thunderdome and with Roman Reigns' descent to the dark side. I was freaking hyped for that. I was ready to do this. I was ready, like, we're doing it. 5 years of bullshit. We're gonna go in full throttle. And now this happens. All this. And now my enthusiasm, my hype is dead. It's freaking dead. Vince, I do not know where the legal proceedings were at with this, but okay. Here's what I was thinking. If WWE had just fucking said, oh, don't use your wrestling names, use your real names. You can use your real names, not use the wrestling names. That would have been fine. Everyone knows what they look like. Everyone knows who AJ Styles looks like. They would know he's on Twitter, he's on Twitch. But no. He says, I own your name. And I don't mean like, I own your wrestling name, I own your real freaking name. So, Kobe Lopez, yeah, are you going to still defend this bullshit? Are you going to defend Vince? Because he says he owns your name, he owns your girlfriend's real name, your future wife. He'll probably say he owns your baby. Oh, man. Like, I was left fuming from this because I am a proponent for individuality in wrestling more so. Like, I believe the wrestlers should own their wrestling names because what the fuck are they going to do? What the WWE going to do? Unless they're masked wrestlers, like fully masked wrestlers, you can't really do anything with it. You can't, like, make another Rey Mysterio, especially. You can't, like, make another John Cena off of another wrestler like they tried as an insult to Nash and Hall in WCW, but that failed miserably. But the part where they say, I own your real name. Sorry, I'm sweating because it's hot out. So, yeah. Vince is saying he owns them. He owns them. Okay, so remember Dave Meltzer? Here's the thing. I defended WWE regarding the North Korean comparison. I defended the whole, let's compare WWE to a North Korean communist country. But here's the thing. I don't care anymore now. I was willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, sure, the crowd control issue is a problem, but I understand if it was also because, you know, the bullshit... You know, the KKK video feed that happened, the decapitation that was published on the show, the goddamn Chris Benoit image that was posted on the show. WWE doesn't want bad publicity, and that's a bad publicity, but no. They want to up that publicity by saying, I own you, you're a fucking slave to me, and therefore, you're my puppet. And if you leave, you're practically dead to me. You can't make it beyond my own control. Because this ties in to a ton of stuff. Like, it was, remember that old report where it was said that Vince McMahon held a meeting where he basically threatened everyone by saying if you leave WWE, you're throwing away your future. There's no other good place than WWE. Yeah, this fucker right here is saying this to everyone in the locker room because he thinks that everyone is a dumbass. He told Rusev, you know, a good old Rusev Day. He tells Rusev, oh, those fans aren't cheering for you. They're mocking you. That's not even being out of touch. That's manipulating and bullshitting your own workers. Rusev knew he was making money. They knew they loved him. And yeah, Vince is like, no, they hate you. Yeah, I'm sure people buying your merchandise and buying their merch and giving you money, Vince. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you kept all half of a little over 90% of the revenue. You know, I'm pretty sure that benefited Rusev in the long haul to be told you're not going to make it. I will not let you make it because you did not get over my way. And Miro, who now goes by his real name, has said, I don't want to do wrestling right now. I'm pretty much done for a while, or altogether. I'm focusing on streaming. And I was like, what the fuck did Vince do? This is something that I wanted Rusev to do after he got out, when he was fired by Vince McMahon, after he tried to get out beforehand, apparently. He did this now, and here's the thing. When I heard that Cameo and Twitch, because a lot of WWE wrestlers are on Cameo and they make a ton of money. Like, remember that one incident where someone paid $400 to get Alexa Bliss's attention so he can ask her on a date? And she said no. Yeah, that really happened. So, if this is the case, that means Vince has essentially, effectively canceled Kana-chan TV by Asuka. Up, down, down. That's especially going to be canceled. It's had WWE employees and Triple H and Stephanie giving shout-outs to it, but now it's on borrowed time, because if Vince hates it or doesn't like it, he's killing it. Even if they sell merch. He wants control. That's one control he can't have. Let's see. That's gone. Adam Cole, I think he does streaming. Yeah, he's gone for that. Virtually like everything Xavier Woods does. So up, down, down, I mentioned. AJ Styles, he's in trouble. He's screwed now because he does streaming. Randy Orton does streaming even. He's gone now. So does that mean everyone who has a YouTube channel, has a Twitch account, has a Cameo, are now either going to have to pay Vince basically tax money for doing third-party stuff as compensation for damages? And I'm trying to wonder, is there even a legal precedent for this? No, I want to know, is this legal? I heard that there was confirmation that if Vince has it in their contracts, he can take their social media passwords. That is only if they have it. So there's a legality to it. But the idea that Vince is now saying all this now, you can't do this, you can't do that, you are my puppet, I will tell you how to live. And here's the thing, the talent that don't get on the shows and only get the downside guarantee, they're fucked. Now they have to scrape to get by. They want exposure. They want to be on TV. They would probably gladly cancel their stuff if they were told, hey, can I be on TV? And Vince would say, fuck you. And then, this is also where it got, and here's more details, regarding the whole thing. In an update, PW Insight adds that the vague wording of the lettering is worrying to a lot of people in the company concerned over what exactly is allowed and won't be allowed. Some talents have already reacted negatively to the request, feeling it was in effect in order to shut down their personal streaming channels, even though there's no confirmation that this is actually the case. Some talent noted that they're using some of this platforms like Cameo and YouTube as a way to make additional revenue during the COVID, so fuck you for thinking you can make a life. While WWE stopped touring with live events, which cuts out bonuses and merchandise earnings. PW Insider notes that there are heavily merchandised talents like AJ Styles who regularly streams his own content. Some of the wrestlers who aren't on the same level as Styles have used the third-party platforms to build their own brands, interact with fans, make some extra money under their real names to try and help offset the loss of revenue that came with the pandemic. It's obvious that WWE is just trying to protect what they feel is the intellectual property selling it all entertainment companies can take seriously. There are grumblings among wrestlers about how they feel WWE is hurting the ability to make money outside of the company at a time where their own WWE earnings are down due to the virus. PW Insider noted that some of the wrestlers push the idea that losing freedom to promote themselves while working for WWE makes working somewhere else more enticing, at least as long as they are allowed more freedom. Over the last 24 hours, there's been a lot of talk among talents who are thinking about pushing back against the latest edict from WWE officials if they are actually required to shut down their personal streaming channels, which has not been confirmed at the time of this writing. It is believed that more of the edict will be explained to talent at this week's tapings. So, get back to the last part. Finally, they're going to say, fuck no, Vince! This is bullshit. And if I have to fucking hear Colby Lopez of all people, you know, Seth frickin' Rollins, who I must stress is the biggest kiss ass of Vince lately since John Cena's gone, and destroyed his reputation with his need to self-decimate. Oh, if he comes out and supports this bullshit, oh, I said I would stop making a video about Seth Rollins after this, but outside of wrestling matches, oh, I will talk about this. I will decimate him on here in a video. I will rant if I have to. And yeah, I was gonna watch SmackDown tonight. No, I'm not. No, I was even contemplating doing the Thunderdome thing so I can make a video discussing my thoughts on the Thunderdome after all the incidents and then get to a full-fledged experience. No, fuck it. I'm not doing it. I'm canceling the Thunderdome video. I had a thumbnail ready to go and everything, but no, fuck it. I'm not doing it. Vince, you are fucked. If the talent push back, and here's the thing, they are not employees. They're independent contractors. You know, Vince, that word that you eloquently like to put out, that, oh, we don't need to give them health insurance because they're not employees. They're independent contractors. Yeah, the same independent contractors who have busted your ass for exclusive deals, trying to go ahead and make a living for themselves, and always been told, oh, this is the be-all, end-all. In fact, a good segment, I am 100% convinced that everyone in that locker room, everyone who got into wrestling was because of Vince, and now they're hearing Vince is doing this. Oh, no. Here's the thing. I wanted to get into wrestling when I was a young kid, watching guys like Triple H kick ass. If I still wanted to do that, and I heard this, and if I was working there, I will fucking quit. I will walk. I will tell Vince, get fucked. I'd rather have my individuality than be shackled to you. Because there's no way you could get away with this. Like, there has to be something done here, right? Is there a legal precedent we can put? Can this take this to the Supreme Court? Can this... Okay, I'll just ask, is this even constitutional? I'm not going to say that this is slavery of America back then because we have the 15th Amendment, but that's basically, but I'm going to just say it. That's basically what it's going for. Vince is clearly a fan of that era because there is no way he could breathe that idea without thinking it back then, considering the implications it could bring. Oh, that also brings up the fact. So what if other networks came out and says, "Hey, we want Rey Mysterio. Since Rey Mysterio is getting his own Cartoon Network series, does that mean Rey Mysterio has to quit that plan? Because if he's not part of WWE contractually working with if the network and the company are not working together, does that mean it's over? Is that how it's going to work now? That Vince can pick and choose what Hollywood positions it can go to?" Oh, I know why. Because Vince doesn't want to make another fucking John Cena, and now he has the perfect excuse to bullshit his way to do it. He doesn't want John Cena anymore because John Cena walked out. John Cena went to Hollywood, effectively becoming a hypocrite, but still. He walked out, Rock walked out, Hogan walked out, Punk walked out, The Rock, Austin, all of them. Except for Austin, he had to retire due to injury, but he initially walked out due to creative frustration. But essentially, they have one massive thing in common. I don't think I need you guys. I don't think I need to rely on you. I don't need you. I can make it on my own. That's essentially what Vince is fighting on. And like, let's see if I can find that post. Let's see. Tom Cullahu, okay, let's see. He said 2 hours ago, after the article dropped, I've reached out for more information regarding the rumored edict for superstars to cease working with third parties. I'll write up what I learned tomorrow, but thus far the key quote is, close to being openly at war with a top star. And people have been saying it might be AJ Styles he's going after, because AJ Styles has been saying stuff about Paul Heyman, but he's also said that that it's now, we can fix this, we can work this out since Paul Heyman's on SmackDown now. And I was thinking to myself, if that's the case, so Vince is punishing Styles by punishing everyone else, because Styles has the balls to say, I actually care about my brothers outside WWE because you fired them. And Tom Cullen also said this interesting bit. Just to share a personal opinion, there is one person I've said for a long time that WWE cannot afford to piss off. Him leaving, considering his backstage influence, would bring the company to its knees. Oh, I hope so. That man is Xavier Woods. Then Paige came out and tweeted, nope. That's it. No context, but we all know where it's at. And then let's see. This is what Matt Hardy even said. WWE social media folks aren't allowed to mention talent like TB Miro because they now only exist in the entire professional wrestling universe as opposed to solely WWE. It's just their policy. I love how AEW acknowledges all pro wrestling competition or not. Yeah. So, and then he also, Tom Cullen who said this. I have long suspected the WWE talent will never unionize under Vince McMahon. However, that does not make a union impossible. Union busting only goes so far. Dear future wrestlers, be the unionized wrestler that Vince McMahon can't live without hiring. Yeah, that's going to be tough. And this makes going to other places like AEW, like even Dolph Ziggler, I have to think he's done for. He only stuck under the agreement that he could still do his comedy bits. Now he can't. He can't, right? Because he's using his name, because he's a living individual, he's breathing. And then there's also, let's see if I'm thinking about this correctly, like Paige, she's clearly pissed off, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just looking around on this, but like, it has to reach a breaking point. This has to be the breaking point with fans. Like, no one can truly say this is the place to go to anymore. Like, no one can defend this. Like, I've known fans who are diehard WWE loyalists that have said, I can't defend this. There's no defending this. You can't defend this. And if someone does, then I'm going to be laughing at myself, wondering how the fuck did they think this was a logical idea? So, yeah, and Akam and Razor, they're gone now. That's an offshoot news. But, like, I'm pretty sure now they're thinking, yep, I'm out. Because I can do this now without having to be shackled to death. So, yeah, pissed all around now watching SmackDown. Fuck that. I was excited for Roman Reigns' heel turn. In fact, Roman Reigns' heel turn was now being reported that Reigns was the one that pushed for it. Not Vince, not WWE management. Reigns said, I'll come back if you make me a heel. Which is telling that it takes a virus for Vince to finally get his balls out of his attitude, get his drop to, get kicked in the balls to finally comply to Reigns' request. So, take it that what you will. So those were my pissed off thoughts on this whole debacle. Fuck Vince, fuck Vince, fuck Vince, fuck Vince. Oh, by the way, fuck Vince and fuck anything that ain't. And I'm not gonna go ahead and say I disagree and I strongly respect your opinion. There's no defending this. So fuck that. Oh, and if Seth Rollins comes out and defends this, fuck him too. So. This is Near Reality Entertainment. I'm not even going to put this as a part of the Road to stuff as I'm doing. So, good luck with that. See you all next time. I'm out. Fuck it. Just fuck it.